I'm Emily and welcome back to my channel. So I have yet another Valentine's Day craft for you. This is the last one of this year. I made quite a few already and I have them all linked in a playlist called Valentine's Day Crafts if you want to check them out. In today's video, I want to show you how you can DIY your own Valentine's Day cards using just cardstock and your Cricut. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, just keep watching and I'm gonna get right into it. So let's get started in Design Space. I'm just adding a few scalloped rectangles, which I'm going to use as the base for all of my cards. And once I add the scallop rectangle that I like, I'm just resizing some normal sized rectangles to fit on top of the scalloped rectangles. I'm just going to change the colors to fit the color scheme on the cardstock that I have. And this part is really just a whole bunch of designing. I wanted my cards to resemble postcards or stamps, so that's the look I'm going for today. And for this bigger one, I'm going to be using the pen operation to have my Cricut write on it. So to do that, I'm going to add a thin line, go up top and change the operation type to pen. And I'm going to add a few more of those lines to make it look like a little postcard. And I'm going up top to a line and making sure that it's all nice and centered. And next I'm going to add the text and just again making sure that I'm changing the operation type to pen. The font that I'm using for this is called Brittany. And the letters are going to be so tiny that I'm not going to have to worry about them needing to be filled in. Once I'm done with the text, I'm selecting everything that is under the pen operation. So I'm going to select all of the text and the lines together, and then also selecting the scalloped rectangle and attaching them together. This makes sure that everything will be written out and cut exactly where it's supposed to be. So now you go up to make, and as I'm filtering through, you could see that everything is sorted by color, and then the pen operation is going to draw and then cut. So first thing, I need to load my Cricut pen into clamp A. And then I'm placing the cardstock onto a light grit mat and using my brayer tool to make sure that it's nicely adhered. For the white cardstock, it's a little bit thinner than the other cardstock that I'm using. So I chose light cardstock with less pressure, but it's still completely ripped. So what I did instead was recut it, but instead of light cardstock, I'm choosing cardstock for intricate cuts with less pressure, and that worked beautifully. For the other cardstock, I was mainly using medium cardstock with less pressure. I'm using my spatula tool to go underneath the cardstock to make sure that it actually cut all the way through, which it did not. So instead of unloading the mat, I'm leaving the mat loaded in my Cricut and just pressing cut once again so that it will make a second pass around and cut in the exact same spot. And after that second cut, then it cut all the way through. And I'm repeating this process with the next few colors. Once the cardstock is all cut, I'm flipping my mat upside down and removing all of the pieces. And now it's time for my Cricut to write, so it is writing everything out first, and then once it's done writing, it's going to cut the rectangle out. Now that everything is cut out, it's time to assemble. I'm just using some clear craft glue to assemble and layer everything together. When each one was finished, I did place a heavy book on top of it to make sure that as it was drying as flat as possible, because sometimes the cardstock and glue, like when it dries, it like gets a little bit warped or bent, and I kind of wanted to avoid that as much as possible. I don't know if it's completely unavoidable, but I think the book did help keep it as flat as it possibly could. And I have to say, I did a lot of the letters off camera because it was very annoying to have to line them up correctly. Here they are in the end. I love the postage one. I think that one is my favorite and turned out so nice. And let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. I would love to hear your comments. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more crafting content from me, just subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you'll get notified when I post a new video. If you want to follow me on other socials, everything is linked in the description below. And I'll see you in the next one. Also, how cute is it that me and Sylvian are matching? Get out of here. Make sure you can see. Look how cute! But yeah, that's it. Okay, bye!